brown dads in the zone, from the land of the maple where the cold winds are blown. Punjabi roots with a Canadian tone. We built this life now, the stories are our throne. From buttered chicken plates to poutine on the side, mixing cultures like beats, man, it's how we collide. Old school wisdom with the new school vibe. Brown dads on the mic, watch the worlds collide. Three brown dads and we keeping it real, with laughs and some lessons in the cultural feel. Grab a chair, take a seat, let's break the seal. This is the podcast you never knew you need to heal.
All right, what's up, everybody? You guys are listening to Three Brown Dads, and we're back with a new episode. Today, we're going to talk about probably everything and anything under the sun. But our topic for today is to do with artists. They can be Desi artists, they can be non-Desi artists, but kind of like how their gigs are. And I think there's been a couple here in Edmonton in the last half a year that we can draw from, but you know, maybe a little comparisons to the live music and how we perceive them on albums or singles, and then how they're perceived and what they're like at a gig. Something around those lines. But before we begin and talk about that, I am Patwant Singh, and with me today we have
Ramneek
and
Pavan.
And we're Three Brown Dads.
We are three brown middle-aged dads.
A little bit darker than a couple months ago.
As dads become more daddy, get it? As we age into our dadness, as we grow more feral as we pass through time.
Like smelling like dirty feral?
No, just being dads.
Okay.
Or like
Just
rodent feral.
maybe our kids dirties on us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, one time Ruhani dropped a turd on my foot. It fell right out of her jetarda.
It's okay. Oh, yanda. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that doesn't do it. That's
not even a bad word, though.
I got a bleep in here somewhere. No,
But that's not a bad word.
I know, I'm not bleeping that for
and I
real.
emphasized it, so I had the D in there.
I know.
You'd like that.
You have to.
I thought you were going to do the wah, wah, wah.
I could do a lot of that, but I don't
The
think...
Price is Right.
I could do it, but...
No, this is perfect.
I watch The
okay.
Price is Right.
Figure
to go
it
to
out
sleep
live, and everybody else.
I had the
is-
beep sound, but I didn't program it into our recording situation.
Do you
That's
have
all.
The Price is Right sound?
No, but then we'd get copywritten.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So Pavan went to see Karan Aujla. Pavan also saw Diljit. Both of us missed out on it, right, Patwant?
Yeah, I unfortunately missed out on Diljit, but I have firsthand, I guess you can say secondhand accounts of how that was.
Have you seen Diljit live before?
I have not seen Diljit. I may have seen him in one of his like chocolate days, like those songs.
Rhyming chocolate with omelet?
The album cover where his armpits are shaved.
Well,
Yeah.
Before Punga came out.
Like Aller
before-
Kuariyan days.
Before
Yeah.
he could
Yeah.
dance and dress well?
I mean, I think he always could dance. It's just that
I don't
he just
stylish.
danced with the times.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think no, like if you look back at his first music videos, he could do the basic bhangradas
Yeah.
and
the basic bhangradas.
the bhangradas.
But it was
And,
hard to distinguish him from Niku. They kind of
because
look
of
like
the
the same
pug,
guy.
Yeah.
because the pug and lack of a definition to their beard in
Yeah.
terms of
Yeah.
hair length
Yeah.
or hair
Sorry.
closeness together.
Speaking of which, whatever happened to that guy?
Niku?
Yeah.
He's still there.
I don't know.
He just released sporadically over the last few years. He's dropped one or two songs, maybe three. And then there was some controversy that I don't even know. Like, I just know there's something.
He's more of like the Desi niche, though, right?
Yeah.
I never really listened to Niku.
He did a couple of songs that were a little bit kind of urbanized when Tiger Style was kind of ending their music production days, when Kulwinder Billa was in his heyday.
Okay.
And but I mean, he hasn't done too much lately. But he's still one of the OGs in terms of that look with that bug.
I don't mind him. I actually don't mind him.
No, he's got a good voice.
He's
He
got
can
a nice
sing.
voice.
I think he can sing for sure. But yeah, so today we're kind of already talking about it. But yeah, Pavan went to see a couple of concerts here in Edmonton, and then more recently, a couple of days ago actually, Sukhshinder Shinda was in town, and a lot of
the
people.
Mela.
Yeah, he was at that Desi Mela, and people were actually messaging me like, "Yo, you know Shinda's here,"
Bunch of people, bunch of artists were there.
and he went to the Gurdwara.
Yeah.
And he did Kirtan there, and my dad sent me a picture with him. I was like, "Does
one?
he?" Gurdwara Millwoods here.
Okay.
And then my brother asked him, he's like, "Did he remember you?" Because that goes back. Now I can go into my memory banks because we did shows and gigs with Shinda back in the day.
Khalsa.
Yeah, he used to call me Khalsa, and I was far from what that word means. But I mean, I don't even have a lengthy beard. And I was like, bro, don't call me that, man.
Isn't
Remember
his
yours was
beard
lined
the
up
same
at the time,
size
like
as
Jesse
yours?
Sidhu's.
Mine was,
you had a lined up beard back then, right?
I lined it up a little bit more like, I would say.
You said it was lower than mine.
I would say it was, it was probably about that.
Mine's lowered because I was about to say butcher. The barber butchered it.
The butcher barbered
The
it.
butcher barber.
Yeah.
The butcher, the barber, the beefcake.
Sometimes a butcher does have to cut the hair or fur off the creature that you're about to consume, so they are also barbers in a sense.
This is true.
Yeah,
I never thought about that.
You know, multiple jobs within a job. But anyways, the point was, because we can get really, really off the wall here if we want to, but the point kind of was, like seeing these guys. Shinda was here. I've seen Shinda many times live. Sukhshinder Shinda.
I've seen him once.
And I've hung out with the guy a couple of times too. So, I think we can draw from a lot of different spectrums. And then me and you both enjoyed Punjabi MC live.
We did. It was extremely poorly attended. I don't think that was PMC's fault. I think it just wasn't publicized well.
Don't ignore Pavan because that means something.
It just wasn't publicized well. Which is not a shot against PMC. I think he's one of the most important Bhangra producers. And but the one that actually,
I'm happy you use the word important because he is. Yeah.
There's no denying that.
No, I don't deny that. Despite
Patwant interviewed him. I introduced him on stage.
Yeah.
So we were both involved in that.
Yeah,
but there's no denying his importance, man.
No, for sure.
Like he changed the game,
bro. The Chronic 2001 by Dr. Dre, equals to me in the Punjabi industry 2001's album called Legalized by Punjabi MC. I think they're on the same height or level based off of the genres that they're from.
You know what's crazy? The reason you're saying it's from 2001 is because of American Desi. Album was released in 98.
Yeah, it was 98 originally.
I used to think it was 2001.
It was released. It was released twice.
Because of American Desi. Oh, like globally then?
It was released in the UK market in 98.
Okay.
And it came out right after like B21's
Made in England?
Made in England, that's the one. And Chandigarh Ashiki, Kar Ashiki and all those. And then this came out. And the sound, there was a lot of samples from Dre on there, mind you. But and samples that he has had from Dre and other artists, hip hop artists.
Yeah, so he had like a Planet Rock remix as well with Yamla Judge song.
Yeah. I love that one, man. That's such a sick song though. That he put it together really well.
With the Hansraj introduces it, and then Puff Daddy says, "I'm gonna make you dance."
Yeah, I'm gonna make you dance. Then it's like, then the Tumbi hits. It's just a vibe.
That means something else nowadays. Puff Daddy says.
Yeah, it does. Oh man!
Welcome to the new age, everybody.
He's been cancelled. Has a Punjabi artist ever been cancelled?
1000% DJ Sanj. When they started cracking down on sampling, and then he started releasing stuff as JNAS, and they had this whole thing with Envy Records, and that was sort of also not the downfall of Envy Records, but that's sort of when they and all record companies started going downhill. Because he used to sample a lot. Like, think back to all of his other songs that were all popular. Like, he had a lot of Dr. Dre. Everybody sampled Dr. Dre in the Bhangra industry in the 2000s.
Yeah.
But he for sure did. But for some reason, they decided to go after him specifically. I think the connection might have been that he is a citizen of North America, even though his record label was out of the United Kingdom.
He was easy to target.
He was easy to get because he's from here, and those labels are from here too. So I don't know exact details at that time, as I was still a toddler in the industry, let's say. But I do know he was canceled and he was not allowed to release stuff, and then his record label stuff fell apart. Then he used that sort of ghostwriter name, not actually writing, but it's kind of funny saying ghost because then he was like a ghost producer, a fake name. And I say ghost producer because I know that, and I can say this because I know it for a fact, but I don't want to put anybody on the spot on air or on the podcast. He had a team that worked with him, opposed to him doing it all alone.
Like instrumentalists or
like ghost producers, like people who release songs that he put his name on.
Like the entirety of the production.
And like, who was on this team, Pat?
I cannot say, but
sworn to secrecy.
Sworn to secrecy for 2 or 3 reasons. Some of them include connections to local singer legend Binder Bajwa and stuff like that. And I'll leave it at that. But there's an Edmonton connection to that. That's the hint. And if those people that know hear this, then that's just like they're going to be a little happy from hearing that.
They know what you're talking about.
They know what I'm talking about. A few of them. And so anyways, he was canceled. Yeah. And I think Mickey Singh got semi-canceled for a bit.
Oh yeah, a girl was talking about how he was kind of thirsty and
It wasn't just a girl.
touchy-feely.
Like one girl did it, and then a very popular girl came out and said the same things.
Did he get like Bill Cosby numbers?
No, bro, he got the desi tuppert in the face, and that's it.
Wow, I haven't heard a song from him.
He
quite some time.
released a couple songs. The last one that I really paid attention to was probably a year or two ago. We're recording this in 2024. We're almost towards the end of 24, but a couple of years ago, he released a couple of songs with Jonita Gandhi, and they were pretty. I liked them. They were cool vibes.
She
It
can
was
sing.
decent.
It was decent. Like it was nice.
It was
I think
not bad.
I think I liked it because she was on it. Because-
She was a better vocalist.
I'd want to
for
see
sure.
her live. She's got a pretty solid cover of Surinder Kaur's.
She has a really nice voice.
yeah, she does a
What's it? Hayo Mere Dadiya.
the Madania.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's solid. But I don't know. Do you guys know any other Desi artists that got canceled in a way?
Not to my knowledge.
But Dasman almost did.
He did, and
I mean,
that was so unjustified.
I would say he did, but that just goes into like that's a whole topic on cancel culture, which is like
that
people
was like
just
a lynch mob.
bro. That was
That was a very small lynch mob, though. But I mean, I don't think.
There was people that I knew that I felt had a sound mind, and they just like turned against him. How are you going to tell me the guy that wrote Punjabi Zubane Rakhane Mere Desh Diye is anti-Punjabi? I don't believe it.
and then if you take his comments literally, it sounds like it is. But if you look into what he's trying to say and don't just listen to the clip of what he said,
There does need to be one language to like unify a nation.
It was taken out of context.
It was.
he was talking not like
And I think Finn should have spoke on his behalf, but he never did. He started this Pataka and did nothing. for the guy.
that's true. He was
just,
involved too.
and I think he just apologized because there's so much flack.
Bro, I went to his concert here in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Which was maybe a week later than that interview. And oh man, people got up and like there was like people sitting there. And
University area?
yeah, Jubilee.
Jubilee.
And
I was there.
Were you there?
Yeah.
Were we together?
No.
We were not dadding at that time.
No, we're not.
No.
We're not. That
But,
sounds really nasty, but I like that.
It's okay. And meaning we weren't buddies at that time the way we are now, but or colleagues, dad colleagues.
Dad colleagues, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, you saw that those dudes who stood up in the middle and started saying stuff to him.
Yep.
So he in
There
a
were
way got
people
canceled.
outside with signs and stuff protesting.
Yeah, like the whole way through.
Yeah.
Like the whole sort of little drive into
It was a small group, albeit,
but there was TV
but
coverage.
there was TV coverage.
They see TV coverage.
Did you see the music video he eventually released where he's passing everybody like snippets of his songs? Like
Yeah,
lyrics?
yeah.
Man, that hit hard.
Yeah.
How can we turn on this guy? He's given us 40 years of music.
I mean,
that brings up the do you separate the artist from the art conversation?
like
Yeah, but the thing is, he never
Michael
committed.
Jackson was another prime example.
But that's a different kind of crime if he committed it. Gurdas didn't commit a crime. It was taken out of context.
it was an interview.
But talking
Wording.
about lack of loyalty, we're talking about gigs. Mulkeet, when I saw him last year at the Mela for free,
Yeah.
his voice was initially shot. It took him time to find his groove, and people were harsh on him. People were booing and people were ridiculing him. And I'm like, how can you do this? We're in the presence of greatness. He's given us like 35 years. Well, 1986, so 38 years of joy. He's dominated our lives, our dance floors. He gave us forever gold, and we're doing this to him.
I agree with you, but
the
the other
people
side
who
of,
were doing it didn't hear Forever Gold.
that's
Well, their ignorance is their fault. It's a free gig. It's free.
I mean, I get that.
What are you going to do? Just stay at home and drink Crown Royal? It's a free gig.
I get it.
No, they're
I
drinking in the
get it.
field.
They did. That's what
God,
they do.
man, yeah.
Millwoods is notorious for that.
It is. And as you get older, you worry about your safety.
Yeah. I've seen people piss in the parking lot, like, without covering themselves.
Oh, yeah? So you
Yeah.
see everything?
Oh,
Bro, that's a whole that should be canceled. You know what I mean? But
That should.
but yeah, I mean, like as far as going back to the other artists, I don't know who has been canceled, but
K.S. Makran?
KS
Possibly. There's some issues there.
but was he complete?
he
I like K.S. Makran.
You know who was canceled?
Who?
Just to say it in a controversial way, because there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Chumkila was cancelled.
Yes,
Yeah. Then you could say the same thing about Musiala.
His life was canceled.
Musiala was cancelled not for music though, like not as I don't know. It's debatable.
Who knows? Getting into
I mean, for
politics.
political.
Yeah, but it was for
It's a
him
political debate.
as a person.
Yeah,
I feel
but you're right. Chumkila was canceled.
Chumkila was cancelled for his artistic
He was canceled permanently.
releases. Let's say, yeah, that's what I meant by cancel. He was cancelled. He was like,
Yeah,
done. You're canceled.
They canceled his life, but not his
Yeah.
music. It
No,
still
no.
exists. It turned into a Bollywood movie.
The artist was cancelled, but
In
the
the
art exists.
last-
Yeah, the legacy is forever.
10
Yeah.
years, there's been a resurgence of Chumkila music.
I love the lo-fi remixes that come out,
Yeah.
like those Josh Sidhu type ones.
The Josh Sidhu ones are amazing.
I love them.
There's another guy, Igmore or whatever his
Yeah,
name
yeah,
is.
yeah. That guy, he did that
Yeah.
one famous. He got famous on social media, that Kuldeep Manik one.
Yeah.
What song was it?
ਦੱਸ ਦਿਆਂ ਇੱਕ ਮਿੰਟ ਠਹਿਰ ਜਾ.
Pavan's a guy that introduced me to Josh Sidhu tracks. It was at the first Bukra party that I went to. Pavan has an annual Bukra party.
Yes.
If you're cool, you'll be invited.
But if you're not, then you're just going to hear
Yeah,
about it
you
here.
can just stay at home.
Yeah.
So Pavan introduced me to this song, and he was testing me. He's like, "Who's the vocalist?" And it was Gurdwar Ramla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The song is
It was
called.
a sick mix.
Well, he has many. I guess I got to look in my. I'm looking in my library. Igmore.
Was it Gore
Igmore,
Ranganu?
IGMOR.
Pavan, was it Gore Ranganu?
No.
Regarta.
It's that
by
one
Ramla?
that everyone is like.
No, the song that you played by Josh Sidhu. That was the.
Oh,
Gurdwar
yeah, yeah,
Ramla.
yeah, yeah. That one. That one is.
You're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
figure
yeah.
out the Monic song? Was it GT Road?
Nope. No.
It's okay.
not.
We'll figure that out. But there was a song that people have been using on their socials quite a bit of Monik.
Did you ever see Kuldeep Manik live?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I did once.
2 times, and then he
Jend Karde.
Jindakar Day, that's the one. And yeah, no, I've seen him a few times live, and one of those times I saw him pretty out of his minds.
Was this in the early 2000s?
Yeah, man.
With Jazzy?
Yeah, with Jazzy with his purple nog shirt.
I wish I went to that.
It was in the
that-
Delta Hotel in Edmonton. There was 2. They came a couple times, and Shindal was there too.
Yeah,
on keys in the back.
He came around like 95, 96 possibly. My parents took me to that. It was him, Sadiq and Ranjit Kaur. I saw them too.
I don't know
And
if I went to that.
I think Hansraj was there.
Probably.
Yeah, some
That
early
would have been a
memories.
great show to watch.
Yeah, but I was too young to appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of that, just like because we're talking about gigs
Yeah.
versus maybe studio releases, right? Let's, these memories that we have, we'll touch on those too. But Pavan, I think you went to the Karan Aujla gig that just happened here on, what was it, the 17th or 20th or something?
Yeah.
Here, end of August, right? Middle of August, let's say. And you were quite impressed by it.
I was quite impressed.
And when I saw clips, like I was thinking about this because I'm a musician first, and I'm always like, yo, a lot of these artists, they're coming here, they're going to do Rogers Place or all the other arenas around the continent, and I'm like, how are they going to do that on PA? And if anybody doesn't know what PA means kind of like think mid 2000s up until like even recently, where a singer will come out and sing on top of his or her song that's just playing.
It wasn't that.
And they'll lip sync it or whatever. Yeah, I heard he had a band.
He had a band.
And Icky was there too?
Icky was there too. It was, I think, Icky's band.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's Icky's band. Not most of his songs were produced by Icky that he was singing.
Okay.
Did he do any of the True School songs?
He did. He did a few of them. And
I mean, it is his tour.
It is his tour, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And he did a few of them. But it was, and I'll just say it because you and I, Ramneek, we went to the Wu-Tang concert.
Yeah, Wu-Tang and Nas.
Probably one of the best concerts I've ever been to.
Wu-Tang and Nas? Yeah,
Yeah.
other than that guy making fun of my eyebrows.
Yeah. Yeah. And this concert was a similar setup. It was set up like an East Coast hip hop stage.
So it was a hip-hop vibe.
It was a hip hop vibe. There was, you can feel the audience wanting to hear him sing. You can feel, like, let me just, every song he sang, the audience knew the lyrics to. And he sang songs that even I didn't know the lyrics to.
That's a vibe, man.
That was a vibe. Everybody was singing to every one of his songs. Guy, girl, doesn't matter. It was amazing.
How alarming is that? When I saw Kanye West, I was shocked by how many people knew the lyrics.
Yeah, 100%.
But you know what? Like my brother just went to Metallica.
Yeah.
Like he's into metal and
I didn't know
stuff.
your brother was a metal guy.
Oh, bro,
Did he
that-
go to both nights?
He went to one,
Okay.
but he's a metal guy. Like he's a sing.
Yeah,
and he's a metal guy.
Yeah, I didn't know he was into master.
Like-
Like, hey, I'm not a Sardar, right?
That's
But
what
I'm
I
a
meant by
sing
saying.
too.
Yeah.
And I like metal as well.
I don't have anything against that type of music. I just never followed it. I was more hip hop, but when talking about non-Punjabi. But at the same time, going back to it, like these concerts, when people go, when there's like fans who will pay that money to go to a concert like that, Metallica or Karan or Diljit even,
Yep.
or even like back in our day when Jazzy B, Monik, those type of artists. Bro, I went to Hira in 1986 in Edmonton. Like, who knows that? But if you're going to these, you're following these artists. Like, you should know their lyrics. You should be their fan.
100%.
Unless you're being taken as a
Guest.
gift or as a guest, or you'll come check this out, or you won this.
And then you maybe become a fan.
Maybe
You may-
maybe you're like a Virgin fan.
Yeah.
But Pat, I was telling you about the 6,000 rule. The book by Questlove. You get to a point where you've listened to so much
Yeah.
music, you can't
Yeah.
remember anymore.
Oh, bro, I'm there.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons. Like Kanye West songs from my youth, I'll remember. And even though I listened to all the albums that were coming out around that time when I saw him, I couldn't remember all the lyrics.
Bro, I used to remember lyrics word per word, even the spacing in between the words they pronounced. Like I could mimic the actual studio session that went on that release in terms of the wording and the timing even.
Yeah.
But now there's so much music in my head.
I think we're all in that same place.
Yeah, that I can't.
But
just reach a threshold.
there are certain artists where we listen to and we just click.
Like
Yeah,
I can tell you
and certain songs will test that threshold
Yeah,
and
yeah.
pass it. Like Softly by Karan Aujla.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I hear it, I'm gonna pop. I'm gonna wild out.
100%.
Yeah, I like his Toba Toba song, even though it was a Bollywood, it was still Punjabi.
Yeah,
It was,
it
yeah.
was.
And
I
Vicky
agree.
Kaushal's a proud Punjabi man.
Yeah,
He is.
First
he
time
is.
I ever saw him was in Raman Raghav. He was a serial killer that's actually a police officer as well. He's on the phone with his mom speaking Tet Punjabi.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And then the only lyrics I remember right now is like Johnny Johnny yes Papa. That's
That's 'cause-
I thought
That's
you
'cause-
were about to sing. Remember the movie Naseen? Johnny.
No, bro. This is way more innocent than anything.
This disdain right here on Pavan's face. You know what I've been listening to lately? The Kahuna Pyar soundtrack.
Oh my god,
I love it. It's got bangers.
He's gonna start to sing it.
bro, I can't do it.
What? John, this is
Yeah,
not
there we
a
go.
fool
There we
for
go.
the cushion.
Oh, God.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's do Johnny Johnny yes Papa. I wish I could play it for you guys who don't know what it is, but if you have a child in your life, I'm pretty sure you can.
We can sing it because I know it.
Please, Pavan.
I know Johnny,
Yes, Papa.
eating sugar,
No, Papa.
telling lies.
No, Papa.
Open your mouth.
Oh wow.
Are you surprised these guys like Karan Aujla and Diljit are selling out Rogers? I
No,
I'm not.
I saw Diljit at the Jube.
But you know, one thing we're all missing that I don't think we're missing, but I think we kind of forget because we grew up in a time where, not to exclude any gender, but just I'm saying it as a figure of speech, the brown man had no big music label behind them. They might have had like Movie Box, or here in Canada, they might have had like Music Waves and all these labels that did exist.
Plasma Records.
But
Bro.
they still had to go to the
Bro,
pind.
they were still Desi
They
Kam,
still
right?
had to go
Yeah.
to the pind to do those melee. and
Whatever
all
it
those
was,
shows
they
and whatever.
no
No
Desi
woods.
artist up until now, and I say no loosely because Bollywood excluded. I mean Punjabi when I say this, not necessarily Desi as in like Bollywood. Lata Mangeshkar's like great grandkids are going to be making her royalties. But when I say Desi, I mean Punjabi to make that clear. Like Diljit in his early days or Gurdas Man, other than Bollywood, they are not making money off of their released music. They were
Shows.
making money off their shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I even know a few artists who have said that themselves to me back in the day, Sukshinder Shinda himself included, and I can say that.
It's their bread and butter.
That's their bread and butter, and that's why they did shows. Otherwise, why would they even go do gigs?
Yep.
Like, why wouldn't you produce stuff in the studio? Now you see Karan Aujla and Icky and Diljit, and they're pumping out
But-
whether you like it or not.
That they're the few
And
out
but,
of the many.
but
that
that's
can do
because they're signed to like Icky and I think
that.
I think Diljit too. Yeah, they're both all three, Icky, Diljit, and Karan, are signed to Warner Canada or Warner.
I thought Diljit was still independent.
I think he was independent, but he signed some songs with them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but I've seen his songs come out, like the one with Icky, like Chauffeur. Chauffeur came out.
That was Warner. Yeah.
That was the Warner release. But
Tory
who's paying for
Lanez.
the video then? Warner, not
Warner,
Icky.
yeah.
You know what I
Warner's
mean?
got money.
Bro, if I
Warner
was signed
does
by
have money.
Warner or something, or Universal, because Universal's another one. I think Karan went to Universal now. I could be wrong.
I think Karan is on Universal.
I think he is on
They even
Universal.
issued his album on vinyl.
Yeah, I think they signed Intense too. And so, like, when you guys sign with a label, the label will help you. And when I first got in the industry, my sort of understandings of the, and I'm talking specific Punjabi music industry. I'm talking like early 2000, 2002, 3.
The UK Bhangra scene.
UK Bhangra scene had labels. Okay, they had Kamli, then we had Movie Box, they had like
Multitone still a thing?
Multitone was kind of there, but not really.
What was it? Deepak
High
Rishma?
tech.
Yeah, high tech, but those were kind of gone. It was the time of like
VIP.
Envy
Vips.
Roma, the one that did all like DJ Sanj, Dr. Zeus. Movie Box was huge.
Yep.
Most of the high, big punch releases were Movie Box.
Oriental Star was still around.
Oriental Star
Well,
existed.
everybody remembers Movie Box because of now on iTunes.
Available on
Available
iTunes.
on iTunes.
Oh, by the way, guys, this podcast is also available on iTunes if you're not listening on there.
It is,
which is
yeah.
now called Apple Music.
3 brown dads.
Yeah, and Spotify for the rest of everybody.
What?
I gotta record that and program that in this.
What?
So you
Can
think
you
that's
do
why
a-
they're selling out Rogers Place?
I think they have a
Or
high.
is it because our community has exploded with like the students?
That could be it too. There's a lot more people in Canada.
Let's be real. The true reason you're gonna sell out is from your fans. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But to be able to put that show on in the first place, you need the help of your label if possible. Unless you're like certain. I believe like I don't know. I don't follow her music, but like somebody like Billie Eilish right now. I believe if she came to Rogers, because she's an independent artist. I think it's her and her brother.
She is independent. I thought she was signed to somebody, to be honest with you.
I think her and her brother have their own label. Maybe she first. I don't know. I'm just pulling this out of thin air, right?
They're very talented
But
artists.
people will go and see them.
Yeah.
And a lot of the youth will. And a lot of people our age will still go. And somebody like that'll go. If MJ showed up right now, Michael Jackson,
Everybody would go.
Tupac, or these type of artists we grew up listening to, and they weren't signed to a label, they'd sell out an arena. No
Of course, they
problem.
just came back from the dead.
Exactly. People just want to go see how that happened. But, you know, so I think.
Not a hologram though.
Not a hologram? Would you want Jamkila as a hologram?
That'd be pretty cool. We did have a hologram for Roy Orbison, so pretty woman.
Yeah,
he came here,
yeah.
but I wouldn't want to see him. I'd want to see Chamkila though.
I'd love to see a cover concert of his where artists that are known, like Amar Arshi type of guys,
Singing Chamkila songs.
That's
And-
actually know how to sing
and do it
Jamkila
live.
songs.
Yeah.
on top of it.
Chamkila actually came to Edmonton. We're talking about gigs. He came to Edmonton
did.
in 1987. My dad went to it, and they allude to that tour. Well, they don't just allude to it; they feature it in
the movie.
and
Yeah.
they're saying that he's doing butcha numbers. That is not a fact because when my dad went, it was like 100 guys. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was the same night as an Alop gig at the Jube.
Yeah.
And Alop they did big numbers.
By the way,
Yeah, yeah.
I have not seen that movie yet.
You
What?
gotta watch it, man.
I
You
have
gotta
to
watch
watch it when I have time.
You want to
It's-
know something crazy? Jamkila is one of my favorite artists of all time. But if in 1987 he came to Edmonton and Alop came, even though I'm a bigger Jamkila
I would
fan,
go
I'd go
to
see
Alop.
Alop. I'd go see
Alop.
Go see
Alop.
Yeah,
Alop.
Because there's more musicianship there.
But then the thing is, we're born and raised here.
No, it's not just
No.
that. You're going to see more instrumentation,
That's
more
what I mean.
experimentation. You're not just going to see like a tumbi and a
But
baja.
maybe-
You're going to see
The
violin.
guys in India don't know a lot. That's what I mean by that.
But
Yeah.
that begs the question, and I wanted to ask you guys. Okay, you have an artist like Diljit. My honest opinion, he's great. He's great. It's his bread and butter. He comes in, he does his thing. Families are dancing. Yay! But it's a very generic concert, in my opinion. There's no soul. There's no heart. There's nothing there that you can kind of.
See, I feel
There's no. The vibe is just very okay. It's good. Let's move on. If he did this in a field, I would feel the same way.
I
So
see-
he doesn't have that rock star persona on stage.
That-
Is that it?
I
I
mean,
think he does.
I think he does, but I think
I wouldn't
it's-
know. I saw him at the Jube, and that concert was hijacked by people that wanted selfies.
Yeah, that did happen. I remember that one, but it wasn't.
See, here's the thing.
It's-
You
it's
went to a
the-
Punjabi concert
Yeah.
with Karan Aujla.
Yep.
There was a few Bollywood type fans,
Yep.
but mostly people that are Punjabi music listeners. Whereas with Diljit, he's also not just a singer now; he's also an actor.
He is. That's very true.
And his music, the difference between him and Karan, in my opinion, I like them both. I'm not saying one's better. I'm not saying any of that.
But I've also seen him at the Edmonton Expo. up close and personal. Like,
Diljit?
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great concert, but again, exact same vibe.
Yeah.
Like it has. I feel like he's a very safe artist.
Well, that's just it. And like you,
And that's understandable, especially after that controversy with Honey Singh and that album getting canceled, Urban Brendu Pandrasa.
yeah, that one. But like, even if I was to take, like, let's say I had a 10-year-old kid, right?
Yep.
Well, maybe in almost 6 years I will, right? But let's say I took him to Diljit versus Karan Aujla. In Karan Aujla songs, he's going to hear a lot more profanity compared to Diljit. I'm not saying Karan Aujla is like extensually profane, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So Diljit covers multiple genres, although he's primarily Punjabi.
That's what I mean. It's
Different
a very
types of listeners.
family-oriented
Yeah.
vibe. You can take your kids, you can take your grandparents.
I think
you can
he's
take
like Taylor
anybody.
Swift in that sense.
100%, and
He's a Swiftie.
that's why he attracts so many
He's a
people.
Swiftie.
We're all Jitis. That's the
We're GTs?
yeah. That's the Swifty.
But GT's also a solid producer.
But yeah,
Then the same thing happened to me. Happened to Jiti. He had kids.
Lamborghini is an all-timer.
Yeah.
Ramneek, the vibe we got at the Wu-Tang concert,
Yeah.
that's similar vibe I felt.
See, but
at Karan
Karan's
Aujla.
more like straight hip hop, and he's got that sort of pendu, like
No,
rough.
it was that,
Yeah.
but there was also a story there to be told.
Yeah.
You know, there was emotion. There was this roller coaster ride. Same type of feeling when you saw Method Man came on stage. We thought he wasn't gonna come.
Yeah.
Me and him were like, what?
So when we went to that, there was like a communal thing.
Yeah.
There was this lyric from Nas's "It Ain't Hard to Tell." Nas is like that Afrocentric Asian half man, half
Yeah.
amazing. And the guy behind me, we both rapped it at the same time and we shook hands. We dapped, right?
That's exactly how.
So you had that solidarity.
That's
and
exactly
you never had
how
that.
it was.
You never had that at Diljit.
No.
I think
Probably because
Diljit-
Karan Aujla is more of a Punjabi, still has that Punjabi audience, whereas Diljit has transcended that.
Karan
He
Aujla
has.
still got that from the street vibe.
Yeah.
Whereas Diljit has now become like, and I'm not saying this literally, but he's more like, Bollywood artists are looked at like gods in India.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's
become a deity.
He's become like that to
He's
Punjabis,
been put on a pedestal
but
and
beyond Punjabis.
beyond that.
But one thing I like about him, like I'm a fan of Diljit. So
Yeah, same
like,
here.
so if there's-
I am too. I'm not
No, I know
I'm
you're
not
not.
saying anything bad about him.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if I've seen one concert, I'm good.
I see what you're saying.
I'm okay with listening to his music. I want to listen to more.
See, I'm like that with certain artists, like Mulkeet Singh, for example.
Yeah.
Like I've seen him and I'm like, okay, cool. Remember we were talking about it?
Yeah, but I think we're going to get a different version of Mulkeet in the UK.
But that's a little.
We're going to get Forever Gold.
We're planting this seed right now that you guys don't know what we're talking about yet, but you will hear more about it. But we'll mention it. Yeah.
You think if you saw back in the day Hita Group once, you'd be okay with just listening to them once?
Listen,
No,
live?
because if you saw him in 84, you got Jagwala Mela. 86, the sound completely changed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Deepak Kazanchi.
From Bamra to Kazanchi. And then even
The-
Cool and Deadly, it's still Kazanchi, but the sound changed again.
a little
Karan
more electronic.
Aujla has reinvented himself over and over and over and over
Yeah.
and over again. Not only that is he's telling a story, he's writing his own lyrics. You have this. It's a very.
It's him.
It's
the content
him.
of the songs is
It's
Karan
him,
Aujla.
but you feel connected to his emotions
from his brain.
You feel connected to what he's trying to tell you. You feel
From his heart.
Exactly.
That is true. Pat has a great point here. It's his lyrics. It's his story. Just like the lyricists of the past, like Gurdas Maan, Didar Sandhu, it's their story.
Their story.
And that's why
I know
they
you're not
hit
a
so
fan
hard.
of Babu Maan, but it's his
No, but
story.
that's the same reason people love Babu Maan. 'cause
Babu
it's-
Maan has the
that's
same
their style.
vibe at his concerts.
It's like a film director that also writes their movies.
Yeah.
You're not being used as a proxy by another lyricist.
Exactly. And then
It's your vision entirely.
So with Diljit, he has many lyricists, which is fine too. It's just a different type of art in that way. And
Yeah, so did Monik, Jazzy.
Yeah,
same
yeah,
thing.
they all did.
You can't deny
I
the
guess what I'm
talent,
trying
though.
to say is the enjoyment levels are different between a Diljit concert and a Karan Aujla concert.
Yeah.
Where with a Karan Aujla concert, you're on this emotional roller coaster ride. You get what he's trying
Yeah,
to
yeah.
say. With Diljit, it's just fun. It's fun. It's
That's
all
just it.
about fun, right?
but it's like a lot of people.
But fun with it's like I'm not gonna say empty shell. I'm just gonna say it's
It doesn't go deep into your
there's
soul.
no there's exactly there's no layers
yeah,
to
yeah.
it. Whereas if I went to Wu-Tang, there's layers.
But see,
There's
with,
layers to that concert. Nas, layers to everything
with
that he
Karan,
did.
right? Like when I watch him, his interviews or anything like that, I'm like, okay, this is like a guy who could be like one of my friends.
Exactly.
But at the same time, he's like one of those guys we've seen growing up who have gotten into trouble or had people hating on them, but still
Yeah.
made it out
And turned around and
like
made
who-
something of
and
himself.
like succeeded.
But you feel a
Exactly.
sense of pride in him as well,
course.
because he's a youngin'. He was born in '97. We're three brown dads. We're uncles. It's like we're proud of this kid who actually made something.
Yeah,
of
and-
himself.
100%.
But it's like I don't even see him like a kid. I still see him like bandaya. Right? He's like a man. You know what I mean?
He would be part of our circle.
Whereas AP
of
Dillon, for
friends.
example, to bring in a curveball, I see him. He's like a jawak. Even though he's
Yeah.
doing great, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. Just look, when I see him, I'm like he's a kid. When I see Karan Aujla, I'm like this guy's a banda. That's just the only difference. Like they both have great music.
Is it just because he matured earlier? Because he lost his parents.
He
both
lost
of
his
them?
parents
Yeah.
both
Could
when
be
he was
that.
young.
Yeah.
Could be like AP Dillon's story is pretty like it's not easy either. But I mean,
Talk about big with him though. Like his last music video had Sanjay Dutt and Salman Khan in it. Like these
Yeah.
guys are becoming so big.
They're becoming
Before
huge.
Punjabi music was so niche and like regional.
yeah, not even man. Not
But they're
even.
hitting they're attracting the youth in Bollywood is what they're doing. I think.
Yeah, it's and I think Bollywood
It's
is
inherently they're
big part of it.
attracting the youth in Bollywood and they're bringing it into Bollywood themselves.
The
Do you
only-
think, do you think
into
it's a
the
fad?
culture.
no. Listen, hip hop.
I don't think so.
Hip hop has been really big in India and Pakistan, and like it's been a very underground thing. When Sidhu Moosewala came out,
Yeah.
and a few other artists around that time, Badshah in Bollywood, and even Yo-Yo Honey Singh, right? And when they started bringing this little bit of rap, hip hop culture in, a lot of the youth, not just in Punjab, in all of like the northern Mumbai up India, who had similar dialects, connected with it, right? I'm not saying South India is excluded because I actually saw a lot of interviews from people that were from like Kerala and other places who went to the Diljit concert, but like there was just more of a language connection. Like people who speak Hindi and don't know Punjabi can still kind of understand Punjabi, right?
Yeah, it's-
Yeah.
And so those fans still connect with the music. Plus the actual instrumentation in the music, the sounds. It's hip hop. It's not dunga 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 dunga. It's like, you know, proper like
and hip hop is heavy on percussion, just like our music usually is.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And or like now it's the new sort of trap or even the further evolved like pop, where like the AP Dillon, that's more like pop.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
Guru Randava.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
more
the
pop
pop.
aesthetic.
Yeah. So, you know, it's more global music. And then like you'll see with Diljit working with like these other artists, the global artists, thanks to the label. That I can tell you for sure. It's because the label that they're able to connect with these other artists. But because like Tory Lanez and all these people. But now with them, they're like, oh, this is like our music. But it's also like your music. So this Punjabi music we're listening to is like our own music. Wow, I can actually sing a song on here. I don't know- I
Or
don't
they
know
can
who-
relate to it through the
to the vibe of the music itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We really got to give credit for that to the pioneers that actually brought hip hop to Punjabi music. The Sagoo, Bali Sagoo,
Oh, straight up Bali
PMC,
Sagoo, man.
but they see Music Machine.
Bro, never mentioned, but huge Rishi Rich.
Rishi Rich is a very underrated producer.
Bro,
And-
he works for hip hop artists in the United States. Like does their stuff, but like
He had a Britney Spears remix, didn't he?
yeah,
Yeah, he did.
He had a
yeah.
Craig David one too.
Craig David, there's a blast from the past 7
Yeah, yeah.
days.
Fill
Yeah.
me in.
Fill me in. Yeah, those songs are great.
I still listen to that album. It's a great album.
That was the
Was it
first remix that I attempted.
Born to, was it called Born to Something?
Born something. Yeah, I don't remember.
Born to Shine or something.
Born to
Born to
Shine?
Born to
Yeah.
Shine.
Is that also
Yeah.
the name of a Diljit song?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
his tour was called
Born to Shine.
Born to Shine.
This recent one or this recent one was the Illuminati, the last one.
Illuminati.
Yeah, he had a Born to Shine one too.
Got it. I saw him after Back to Basics with Jatinder Shah,
Yeah.
who was like the musical,
Boss
whatever
man.
you want to call him.
My favorite.
Yeah, the
Diljit album.
film.
Back to Basics?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and
Actually, tied with Goat, and not big, not for the.
Goat is also.
But I like the songs in Goat that aren't the ones that everybody likes. That's the difference.
I like Back to Basics. I would say it's my favorite from him.
Yeah.
Again, I like the songs like Ranja.
But that's also because of
And,
True School.
True School.
Yeah, I love Next Level.
Yeah.
Can I sing?
Yeah.
El Sueno is still underrated, in my opinion. It's
Yeah.
not talked about enough.
It's probably
Absolutely.
because
What-
it just never had that desi percussion pattern.
yeah, but that's
It was-
something
it was a
that's
bit
True
more
School.
reserved.
True School has never done.
No, it
anything.
did. It still had that basic like tolki tabla.
No, but I'm like that ta ta ta.
Like-
I didn't have that.
in the forefront.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
mean?
There was a local guy. I forgot what his name was, but a local DJ said something about that. The song "I Can't Wait Until the Actual Bhangra" remix, and True School actually called him out and says, "You don't really know anything about Punjabi music. I'm surprised by your ignorance."
Well,
The
Yeah.
video, the music, the lyrics, and the song it's a complete song. It's perfection. In
I
my
love that
opinion.
song, especially the elements of the guitar, the
Yeah.
Spanish guitar, and that vibe. But and the video was hype. I
video
also
was
I also loved
insane.
Peaky Blinders. So
Yeah,
I never saw it. I do like. How do you pronounce it? Is it Killian? Killian Murphy?
yeah,
Yeah.
The
Cillian
guy in
Murphy.
Oppenheimer.
Or
is
some
it-
still-
some people say Cillian Murphy.
I think it's
Cillian or
pronounced Killian,
It's
though.
Killian. He's
Yeah,
He's also in that zombie movie. What was it called? 28 Days Later.
I'm not sure. I didn't see that.
I
one.
like that guy though. Red Eye.
Sick
Red Eye.
actor.
Driven movie.
Red Eye.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen him in a lot of those war movies.
Dark Knight.
And
Yeah, he's Scarecrow.
Yeah.
yeah, he's Scarecrow in Dark
Yeah.
Knight, and then he's also in Oppenheimer.
Yeah, he is. He won an
Yeah.
Oscar for that.
And bro, that was awesome. And he's a wicked actor. But Peaky Blinders is just a whole different.
You have to
worms.
watch Peaky Blinders.
Well, man, it's just hard with a little one. You just can't find time.
I watched it when my son was infant, and I would just watch. He was sleeping on my chest, and I'm watching Peaky Blinders, but I got earbuds in, so I'm like, but it was dope.
I used to watch wrestling like that.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of not being able to enjoy things because you have a child, even though you make the sacrifice and it's worth it,
Yeah.
that's why I never got to see Karan Aujla, because I was like, my wife wants to go, I want to go, and then I'm quoting one of your favorite things, Bollywood, "Ja voti ja, ji le apni zindagi."
Oh wow.
Wow, that line is
And so
That line is lit.
that line is lit.
So I
as
took
the
my
kids
daughter
say.
to a Chinese restaurant, the Lingnan, and
Yo, by the way, best Chinese restaurant in the city.
oh, it's legendary.
It's the best
Great
Chinese
service.
They
But my daughter is so she's picky. She's a fickle eater. All kids are. She's like, I don't like this place.
She's
I
not a
wanna go to
fickle
another
eater, bro.
place."
She's a toddler. That's it.
they no longer.
They all do
it's,
that.
it's the norm.
It's normal.
Yeah,
man.
I think chicken for lunch is shut down in Sun Life or
it is. Yeah. Because she's like
Oh, that
partially
lady.
retired.
Yeah, that lady.
That lady.
Yeah,
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 I've heard of
yeah,
her too, and I don't
yeah.
eat Chinese food.
She
for allergy
knew.
reasons.
She knew everybody's order.
Yeah.
Yeah, by name.
That's Edmonton. That's my Iron Lady, not
Yeah.
Indira Gandhi. Forget her,
bro.
right?
Why
Forget
are
her.
you even bringing her up, man?
Because they call her the Iron Lady too.
Bro,
no,
man.
Iron Lady is Margaret Thatcher. Indira Gandhi. No, mine is Amy Kwan.
My iron ruler is Stalin.
Amy Kwan is a yo. We should interview that family.
Yeah, the Lignan
I would
family.
love to, because
be dope.
I worked with them a long time ago. I worked in point of sale software, and
POS.
we did work. We did work for the restaurant, and I knew them very well. And
Were they
knew
nice
the
people?
owners.
They had their own
nice
TV show
Very
as well.
nice. They did have their own TV show.
There's a lot of that. Like I've worked on producing podcasts for another entity where they've dived into Edmonton culture a lot and the subtleties of it, and so I've got to hear a lot of different cool things like that through producing that. Like I had the raw interviews that I would edit and produce for the show. And man, there's some crazy stories. And those type of mom and pop shops where they know you when you walk in. And like there's this Vietnamese place close to my work. I'll call them, I'll grab pho at lunch. I'll call them. I'm like, hey, they don't recognize my voice, but as soon as I say the whole order and I say, oh, and I don't want this and this, they're like, oh, it's you. We'll see you in 10 minutes. And I'm like,
But don't
all
you
right.
love that?
Yeah, it's a vibe,
There's
man.
this Vietnamese place in front
Bro.
of Page, and unfortunately it closed down.
Yeah, I
but
remember that.
I went in after like 8 months, and
Next
she's like, "I
to-
remember you, no onions."
Yeah.
Was
Wow.
it next? Was it near
Irie Foods.
Irie Foods?
Yeah, Irie Foods is another great place. Auntie
Oh,
Pam, man, Auntie Pam is legendary.
That, and it's just not like because of the restaurant itself, but it's because of the connection you have with the people in it. The KFC across, I went to Page, right, for high school.
Yeah.
Every brown person that went to Page went to KFC at lunch, especially on Tuesdays.
Yep.
And
Tuning
like
Tuesdays.
so much to the point that I eventually made some friends in the community who I guess they were distantly related to one of the aunties that was at KFC.
Yep.
So I'd always see her and she'd be so nice to me. She'd like, "Tu ta onda siga." You would always come in and you would only get fries because I didn't eat meat at that time. And I was like, yeah. And then sometimes like, like we were kids, we would be a little bit shortchanged, maybe a quarter or something. and she'd be like, "Just all good, man."
They just
Have
hook
it."
you up.
There are so many legends in Edmonton. Not just in the restaurant.
There's even a
industry.
legend of the Chevy farm here.
What's a Chevy farm?
It's a dealership that used to have a pretty famous.
Westgate Chevrolet.
Yeah, we won't do it for copyright reasons, but they had a pretty famous jingle on one of the mainstream.
I don't remember that.
A few mainstream radio stations here.
When I think jingles like around our area, I always remember cars cost less in Wetaskiwin.
Bro, nothing.
Yeah.
The biggest jingle that still exists is the Alarm Force one.
What's that?
I'm not going to do
The
it. For
security-
copyright.
the security
Yeah, it's a
one.
security company. They changed their name after to something.
Would I recognize it if I hear it?
Yeah.
You know, there's just things that you hear so many times, it's just ingrained in your mind. If,
Yeah.
For example, people don't see the real me, they just see my acne problems.
What?
That's a commercial from back in the day. For
People say I eat too many chocolate bars, I don't wash
and
my
he
face.
had like a
Was that a Vagisil commercial?
no. Why would he have?
Oh, acne.
Okay, do you
Sorry.
remember? Okay, what about this one? Do you remember this one? Drugs,
Yeah,
which are
yeah,
good,
yeah,
which
yeah.
are bad. No, it was this guy.
The
it was
puppet.
this-
The puppet.
Yeah,
It was this
yeah.
Hispanic guy. His face was just covered with acne.
Yeah.
And he was talking about his acne problem. It was like probably 98, 99. It was on TV all the time.
No, I don't think I. Maybe I would have to watch it. I don't know.
No, you'd recognize it.
I would
here.
recognize it, but
Find it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
the video. I do recognize the puppet one.
Yeah, and then do you remember like even like more into our childhood, mostly maybe mine, I don't know, but like even like the, oh man, what's it called? I forgot what his name was. Log
this
Divers
guy,
Waltz.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, like stuff like that. But that's,
between the cartoons,
Yeah.
that and that,
it
and
went from a cartoon to becoming a real person.
yeah, I remember that. Or Canadian Heritage Moment. I'm just a bill.
What do daffodils do?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach my daughter how to count.
Yeah.
And I'm using Sesame Street, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, that's actually a
Wow, I
Craig
remember
David
that.
song.
With 7 days? Ruby didn't know that because she never watched Sesame Street growing up.
Damn.
Yeah, she watched like
Barney. 100% she watched Barney.
No, not Barney. I think Barney was after our time.
Really?
Under the Umbrella Tree.
Oh yeah, I watched
Yeah,
that too.
or Behind the Polka Dot Door. Is that
Yeah,
one
that
too?
was the one too.
Yeah.
Bro, I just
Big
remember
comfy couch.
Big Comfy Couch was a little later.
Get ready
Yeah.
to clown around with Luna and Molly. That's the name of her dolly on the big
comfy couch. Yeah.
This is why I've reached my 6,000
I'm
threshold.
happy you didn't say it exactly correctly. Now we can't be copyright. Yeah, because
pretty sure
there's
we didn't.
copyright bots out there. So
know
Yeah?
there are.
yeah.
Yeah, but we're not saying that it's our song.
No.
Pat, we're not that big.
I have been
Not yet,
copywritten
but we
for
can
a
dream.
song I used in a video I posted on YouTube that wasn't published live for a university project in 2008. So I'm telling you,
Jeez.
Who's been attacking you since 2008?
in that specific incident was Barry White.
Who's talking about it? Do the voice, Pavan.
Oh, yeah.
Let me try that too. Can't get enough of your love, babe.
Can't get enough of your love.
No, yours is better. Yours is better. I sound like somebody that can't perform.
In a concert.
In a concert.
Performing in a concert, ladies and gentlemen.
If Barry White, like obviously he's passed on, but if he came, I'd definitely go. What is your favorite gig that you've ever attended, Punjabi and English?
That's a hard one, man.
There's
The first thought that comes to your mind is usually the correct one.
fresh, recent Wu-Tang. But
Wu-Tang?
I would have to think about the other ones that I've been
Bro,
to.
I honestly think the one that's coming up
Cube.
for me.
You went to Cube,
I
didn't
did
you?
go to Cube, but it wasn't like I wasn't having the time of my life there. There's so many other factors that go into your experience of a concert. It's not always the music or the artist,
No,
right?
no.
But like, I mean, I do fondly remember Shinda and Jazzy together in 2007 or 8. And Shinda was singing like live. They had the band with them. And I was just like, holy wow, man. And he was hitting. And Jazzy was Jazzy, but I wasn't there for Jazzy. I was there for Shinda with a band. And he was hitting. I remember that. I remember that concert with Kuldeep Manik where Shinda was not even known. And Jazzy was here after the Nog release, like 2004 here in Edmonton, Delta Hotel.
Was that after Phases as well?
It was it was After
Yeah,
Phases.
because that is your favorite Punjabi album.
It's one of my top. It's hard to pick a top when you're me, but it's one of my top albums for sure. And then like Kuldeep Manik was there, Ashok Masti was there, Sarbjit Chima was there, and there were so many other musicians that like I was like, yo, I know that's Sukhshinder Shinda in the back, or I think Tubsy was there too. Tubsy is a musician, keyboardist, and I think Sunil Kalyan was there as well.
Oh, he is a legend,
Bro.
Yeah, his
And I
father
was
was
just
He is a legend.
yeah, his father was in Alap.
Kelly.
Sunil was in Alap too.
He was, yeah.
And then Kelly.
Kelly was during the time of like Nach Mundea.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah.
in that group.
Yeah. And he was a drummer. And
Percussionist, isn't he?
percussion is anything
Yeah.
like that.
Dol-
But
dolki, dol.
you could jump.
Dolki,
They could
dol,
jump on a
tabla.
dolki, tabla,
Yeah.
tol. But Sunil's dad used to play
the
drums
YouTube
at-
videos of him playing tabla are phenomenal.
Yeah, and those original days, that's when he was like, holy, like you would watch these
He's
guys.
crazy.
Yeah, and so I believe there was one more guy. I think it was Juggy. I forgot his last name, but it was Juggy. He was a famous percussionist too. I think he was playing tabla at that concert. Or Tolak.
Obviously, it wasn't Juggy D.
No, it wasn't Juggy D. Juggy D.
Is there a Juggy Rahal?
Yeah, Jaggi Rahal.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's who. And he's Shinda's Gurpai, meaning he went to the same ustad as Sukhshinder Shinda. So like they're cut from the same cloth. A lot of them are Shin DCSs as well. So that was the little seed I planted, saying I think the best concert I'm going to see is yet to come. I hope.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard because each concert, like you said, you're in a different.
Bro, I even
headspace.
went to the Ninja Turtles concert in 1993, maybe it was.
What?
Yeah, they did a live. They did a
Were
tour.
you choked that Vanilla Ice wasn't there?
No, I was choked that I forgot my glasses at home, and a family friend who took me didn't take me back to get my glasses.
Was this in the mall?
This was.
I briefly remember this.
I think it was in the mall.
I think it was in the mall, right?
Which one though?
I think it was West Ed.
It was somewhere, but it was like in a part of the mall. But it was like you had to pay to go in,
Yeah.
or it was something like that. Like a
I'm pretty sure it was.
or it
in
might have been
West Ed.
Jubilee or Winsbury too. It could be. I think it was like. More,
I think
I think it was at the U of A. To be quite honest with you,
It might, maybe.
I don't know, but it was
I don't
there,
know.
and I enjoyed it. And I remember quite a bit that, those few concerts, but I can't say like, oh, I was mind blown. I did go see Rahat, Fateh Ali Khan around
Was it at the Jube or the one before?
Jube.
Yeah,
and
I saw the one before.
He's
right
coming
after-
here in September, by the way.
I saw him right after My Name Is Khan came out. So
Yeah.
he had that track off of it.
he had a lot of Nusrat stuff there, and that's why I loved it.
Yeah.
And like their family stuff that they do, not just his Bollywood stuff. He did do his Bollywood stuff too. Yeah, he is coming again, right?
Yeah, September.
Yeah.
With his nephew, I believe.
Is he bringing his
or his son?
Is he bringing
somebody?
his employee? Is he bringing his employee that lost the water, the holy water?
What?
The viral video of him beating up his employee?
No, I didn't see that.
Like misplacing holy water.
No, I didn't see this.
And then after he's like, "Oh, it was my student." Does it mean you beat him up?
I mean,
No, there's a video of him slapping him around. Man, it's so violent.
you don't know
Is
how
it really?
you don't know how ustads and that stuff works, man. It's not like here, man.
Kuldeep Manik once said that he still has he's long gone now, but he still had the bruises that his ustad gave him from like vocal training.
I think that's play on words. Maybe
No,
it's, just,
it's literal.
It's
And,
literal?
bro. Your ustad, if you go into that type of learning, which is pretty much having a sensei, because in pop culture in English language that people will understand, but it's like having a sensei or having like a master Jedi apprentice type of connection, right? So this is a person teaching you, and they're focusing on you, and you're their student, but you're also like, for lack of better terms, their bitch. And if you don't, like, you do everything for them, you'll massage their legs in the more like Eastern cultural traditional way. You'll bring them food. You'll if you are able to pay for anything for them, you will give them donations. You will be their bitch. And
I get
but
it.
it's out of love. It's not out of, oh, I have to do this. It's because like I'm learning from you. You're giving me the gift of your knowledge and your skills, and you're passing it to me out of choice. And so that's why you'll see guys like Hansraj Hans and Surdul Sikandar who will call Charanjit Ahuja their ustad. Salim ta vakri galla, right?
Yeah.
He's a whole different.
Or JK will use that for True School.
Yeah.
And that's cool, right? Like some people teach you, and not everybody can teach you. Not every teacher will you learn from, right?
we're living in a softer generation now, though, because that dynamic that you see in a movie like Kill Bill between Pai Mei and the
exactly
bride, or Beatrix or Uma Thurman, you can't have that now because we've become so soft. There's a movie called Whiplash. Have you seen it?
No.
Yep.
So the jazz musician, right?
J.K.
Simmons.
So one of his best.
It is. He won an Oscar
performances.
for it. How much do you push for greatness?
Yeah.
And I think the fact that we got softer over the years has resulted in these vocalists that really can't sing.
And it's just like, if anybody hasn't seen this or know what I'm talking about or we're talking about, I think the best pop cultural Western reference would be like a Yoda and Luke.
I thought you were going to say Splinter and the Ninja Turtles.
That's different because he was also their dad.
Yeah.
Do you remember the movie Stand By Me?
No, bro, I don't remember anything.
Will Wheaton, he was a young guy on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
I know who Will Wheaton is, but I don't remember that movie.
So this guy had the opportunity to be in the movie.
He was also in Big Bang Theory, by the way.
Will Wheaton?
Yeah.
He had the opportunity to be in a movie called Primal Fear, but he felt that he was like Luke Skywalker when he wasn't fully prepared by Yoda, and then he ended up losing his hand or whatever by Darth Vader. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but that's what happened, right?
Oh, yeah, that did happen.
So he felt he wasn't ready. And
You did well.
Yeah. Edward Norton took the role.
Oh,
And you know who Edward Norton is.
Oh, yeah.
100%, yeah.
So sometimes you got to seize that moment, man.
yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah, like, ustads give you bruises back in the day. I mean, I have ustads, but it wasn't that type of relationship, which is a weird way of phrasing it, but it is.
I never had an ustad. The bruises I have are from my parents, and they're more mental.
Bro.
The Karachi.
I'm not good enough.
But the whole,
Or the holding your ears under your.
bro, the whole disciplinary system of the South Asian community from, I guess, anything above our generation is shittar. Like, it's just hashtag shittar, right? And that is, ustads had the power. You would hold your ustad to more value than even your own parents if you were a shagird, which means a student of one or an apprentice of one. And you would treat them like literal God. And so if they smacked you across the face, you took it and you were just like, oh, thank you for, putting up with me or whatever it is. Not like today where they'd be like, yo, I'm gonna make a diss track about you.
I'm gonna get you canceled.
Yeah, I'm a easy E this, an Ice Cube this, and just
Where you find the anorexic rapper, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because if you translate that into gigs or live shows or anything that you go to, anything live,
Yeah.
right? And you separate the traditionalists, the ones with the ustads, the ones that have, trained over and over and over and over again to get to a certain point, compared to what we have now.
Yeah.
There's a big disconnect.
People still have an ustad now, but they just don't have the traditional ustad.
No,
They have YouTube.
They have YouTube.
That's their ustad. You know what I mean?
And I do think that has resulted in like a decline in the quality of vocals.
100%.
That's what I'm talking
You're
about.
not going to get a Monik now. You're not going to get a Surinder Shindar.
No.
No, and you can get something that like gives you like almost that feeling. Like you can get a Raf Sapera, you can get a JK.
Yeah.
You can get like singers like that. Jazzy B is obviously obvious.
Gurpej Brar is
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
the most
There's so many.
underrated,
Yeah.
Bakshi Billah.
Yeah, Bakshi Billah, man.
Like, that guy doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys like that. Just when they're the Gami, I thought
Meet
was a very
Malkeet.
good vocalist.
They won't. You know why? Because they're not considered valued artists. Like they're not showing up on the You're not bringing them to the stage.
No.
You're paying them to get something of theirs, and therefore they're just a resource for you, not a valued
And the
artist.
producer gets to shine.
Well, yeah. I'm no less. I've done a Meet Malkeet song too, right? But at the end of the day,
But I'm not saying that to denigrate you in any way, shape, or form.
I know.
But I just think the culture kind of changed, not with Deepika Zanchi's Bhangra Fever, but like Bali Jagpal's Live and Direct.
it changed with Bali Sagu.
Bali Sagu as well, PMC, where producers started getting more credit. And I get it, they deserve it, but I do feel that the singer should get credit as well.
That was, we stopped talking when you opened the pop. But
Change the wolf, ladies and gentlemen.
Menu Pashaba.
Yeah.
well, guys, we can wrap this up in a minute here, but essentially,
Did you answer the question? Best gig?
best gig for me was I'd straight up don't have one.
Don't.
I just have memories. I'm
got-
literally hoping it's to come, and I will put a follow.
We're going to see some rock stars, man. Channi, Shin.
Bro, I'm going for one artist only, and everything else is a bonus.
Initially, I was too for Shin.
But then
all of a
Channi
sudden, I
wasn't.
started thinking of Channi, and I started listening
Yeah.
to Nach Mundeya.
Yeah. So it's like a
With
double,
Love from Alap.
as they say, double fister. Let's call it.
In November?
In November. When I went
November.
to India in 1990, the two biggest songs, well, there's three. There's Diljit Vale, oh, remember that song?
Yeah.
The other two, Mujhe Neend Na Aaye, which is a
Yeah.
rip-off of an Alap song,
Yeah,
Junior Rajai, and the
Yeah.
other was Chum Chum Nachdi Fira, and I
Yeah.
love that song.
But you know what's funny? I think Alap Channi produced some of those. Or
he wrote them.
Yeah,
he
and
wrote a lot
so
of the
he
songs.
used his Taj from the Punjabi song and put it into the other one. So I think there's something to do with it. He produced a couple, like, didn't he produce
He produced a Feroz Khan film,
Yalgar.
yeah,
Yalgar.
which had some solid tunes, and he remade the song Teri Chunni De Sitare.
yeah. And then like even there was that movie.
He did Shaktiman as well.
There was
not,
like a
not, not the Mukesh Khanna. Did you ever watch that, the superhero show? There was a movie with Ajay Devgan called Shaktiman or something. He did that. But you want to hear something funny? My dad doesn't like UK Punjabi music. He's against
A lot of the Desi heads don't.
They don't, right? Because they, in a way, he feels that it killed the duet market. So
I mean,
And it's
I would disagree.
rock and pop.
it's not the UK that killed it. It's the time change. Shamkila got murdered. It's different. And plus, if it died, then how do you explain Sardula Nuri?
Can you say that the UK Bhangra scene is traditional folk?
Bro, I think they
To an extent, Apna Sangeet was pretty folky.
They were.
Malkeet was pretty folky.
But then it transitioned.
Nachigitovich is an acoustic folk album.
I think they were a slingshot. Okay. And so what they did is they pulled like a little elastic band. They pulled and pulled and pulled and got so different that when they let go, they went whoosh, opposite end, which was folk. And that UK Bhangra folk was like Miss Pooja, Nirmal Sidhu, you know.
Even in like the early 90s, Safri, Shin got had more of a folk aesthetic, Harbhajan Talwar. But when you're talking about the slingshot, I think they went too far with Cool and Deadly and Johnny Z. But before then, like Apna Sangeet, you listen to a track like Mera Yaar Bajaave Tol, it's a folk song. But you listen to it closely, there's bass in it.
Yeah, there was bass
Yeah.
in there, but the mixing was different back then. But if you listen to like, okay, Karan Aujla, we talked about him today, right?
Yep.
The hip hop heads will appreciate him. Not all of them, but you know, a lot
Yeah,
of them.
and he's referencing guys like Nipsey Hussle in his songs.
Yeah. And so you'll appreciate him. But then people might listen to somebody like, I don't know, who's another one, Guru Randhawa was talked about today. And you'll be like, yo, that ain't hip hop. Right? And you're going to be like, and like, I've heard Guru Randhawa songs, but I don't listen to Guru Randhawa. You know what I mean? If Karan Aujla drops a song tomorrow, I'll listen to it. I mean, I'll love all of his songs, but I'll still go and listen to it.
Yeah,
I feel like
I'll always
Guru
give Karan a
Randhawa is
chance.
doing what Jussie Gill wanted to do in his career.
Well,
Guru had some solid tunes. Sood, I like Lahore, but I don't really like.
because he's in the Bollywood market. So
Yeah.
he's
He
not
is,
straight.
but
Yeah.
you know how you have certain artists that you get excited for. If Raf Sapera drops something, I'll get excited.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Right. But I got to tell you about this about my dad and UK Punjabi music. So he despised it, but Yalgar came out and he rinsed that tape, not knowing that Johnny Singh was a producer. Like rinsed it
Because it was so good for Bollywood.
He loved it.
It was like a fresh new
right.
take.
But it was UK Bhangra music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was undertones of UK Bhangra to it, right?
Yeah.
So even I listened to that. Even there was another one. I believe the movie Sohag was produced by Sukhshinder Shinde. I could be mistaken on that.
We talked about this.
And then there was a movie called Bulandi, I believe.
Yeah, there was a movie called Balandi.
We can reference that.
I'm thinking Sohag. I'm thinking you're thinking of another film. I'm thinking of Amitabh Bachchan early 80s.
No, there's a
Bedi
second
Lal
one in
Bane
there.
Banati
There was a 90s version of it.
with Akshay Kumar.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
one.
I know what you're talking
And
about.
they had a song there where it was like Gore Gore Mukhade.
Epic Kala Kala Chashma.
Yeah, and that was made by, I don't know if that was made by Shinda or Alap or Channi. Like one of them had a hand in it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like they were doing that. They being Bollywood is trying to get the Punjabi touch from these artists since back then.
Yeah, and they're even stealing songs like Abrar ul Haq's
Oh.
Punjabi Touch, and he was going to sue. He said, "Stop stealing our music."
Yeah.
he was
yeah.
going to sue?
He was.
Can he do that back then?
I heard that Babu Maan looked into like lawyer services as well when they stole his song Topka Topka.
Yep.
Remember that song? Sanu Chadgi Oye Sharate No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stole that pretty
Yeah,
blatantly.
and Sunil Shetty was singing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
The worst theft that I've ever heard is Beta, which I think that movie kind of slingshot me into puberty because of Madhuri Dixit's, duck, duck, you know the song, you know it, the yellow, you know what I'm talking about.
Anil Kapoor's
yeah.
Much.
Yeah, his Much.
His Much should have been a separate actor in itself.
His Dirty Sanchez. So Madhuri...
Was there a Dirty Sanchez in there?
No, there wasn't, no. But they totally steal the song Nachmandia.
Yeah.
By a lot. They just totally jacked it. Even like the transitions in the music, it's totally jacked.
Yeah. And, so, yeah, I mean, the premise of today's talk, even though we went a little bit everywhere, I like to say we went off-roading, is, we're still talking about gigs versus actual music.
I should tell you my favorite gigs. Then.
Yeah, let's hear yours.
So my favorite gig, Punjabi, God, that's tough. English is, I saw 9 Inch Nails in New York. That was amazing. But my wife and I saw this Swedish band called Little Dragon at the Starlight Room. It was very intimate and they were improvising a lot. I thought that was amazing. It was
cool.
nice. It was a small venue and it wasn't chaotic. You didn't feel like you were going to get your ass kicked there. At 9 Inch Nails, you felt like you were going to get your ass kicked. It was violent. But in terms of Punjabi gigs, I saw... It's tough. I saw Jazzy and Sherry once, and it was like when Sherry was on the come up.
Yeah.
And he just came up with
2004 or 5.
Arte Di Chedi was about to drop. He
So
just
2006.
Distically, that one?
It was before that.
Before that?
So he had just dropped.
Chandigarh Waliye.
Chandigarh Waliye, yeah.
No, it was before that too. It was Pooja Ke Maya.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So he was
Wow.
on the cusp of greatness.
Yeah.
And seeing him then and just getting you didn't think Sherry Man was that big because he only had that Yada and Monday. So you thought he was going to be a one-hit wonder. But when he dropped this song and started singing other songs and you just saw the crowd getting rowdy.
That
and just
album
really feeling
changed.
it.
That was one of the albums that changed the trajectory of Punjabi music.
Arte Di Chedi?
The one with Chandigarh Waliye.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
he salutes, what were the lyrics?
Babu Man was...
ਕੰਠ ਵਾਲੇ ਦੀ ਗੀਤਾਂ ਲਾ ਕੇ
Yeah.
ਸੀਡੀ ਮੈਂ ਬੈਠਾ ਸੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਗੀਤਾਂ ਦਿਲ ਖੁਸ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਿਉਂਦਾ ਰਹਿ ਦਿਲਦਾਰ ਨੀ ਚੰਡੀਗੜ੍ਹ
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Man.
So
He
that whole
wrote
album-
his songs.
Oh no,
back
I
then.
saw Babu Man in Calgary with Dharminder.
What?
That was amazing. And
I
the last guy that would do shows like Rogers back then, it was a Coliseum that could sell it out and bring all the Desis. Dad said that he never saw it. He only saw it once, and it was when Dharminder came to Edmonton.
Yeah. Well, Dharminder's a different type of, at that time.
He's a
artist.
superhero.
Well, even Punjabis went. The Desi Punjabis went. And Bollywood super fans went too.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
helped.
Viru, man. He's
He
Viru.
helped a lot of Punjabis.
Well, he helped Bollywood become refined to in a different way.
He did, but he also helped a lot of people. Like
Yeah.
a lot of.
He would do Punjabi movies for free, and I do feel
Yeah.
that he brought this like machismo, this masculinity to Bollywood.
Yeah.
Where you felt that, like, if you saw Rajesh Khanna fighting, you're like, no, man, I could kick that guy's ass.
Yeah.
But Dharminder, you felt that he could beat up 30 guys at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Did you guys go to the Jay-Z concert?
No.
that was
I
here?
did.
What did you think of that?
It was great, man.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
See,
I
it
went
was
with my
great.
brother-in-law.
If I could go to a concert, I'd want to go to ones that were out of time, like when I was a kid. Like I'd want to go to like a NWA concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would want to go to.
I'd want to see Pradesi right before Shake Your Pants came out.
Yeah. I'd like to go right into like 1991
Apna
and
Sangeet.
stay until
Apna Sangeet.
1994
Apna Sangeet.
and watch Pardesi, Apna Sangeet, the
Excellency.
Excellency,
Excellency.
the
Achanak.
Safri Boys,
Safri.
Achanak, even,
Shakti.
Hito.
bro, nobody even knows
Yeah.
this. 1993, Sahara, Herbie Sahara.
Herbie
He was
Sahara.
around in 93?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, he's a OG, man.
Okay.
People
Him and
don't
his
see-
brother.
Well, he had 3 brothers, and I
He
believe
has 3 brothers?
well, he and 2 other brothers. There are 3 brothers. I
Are
should
they
rephrase.
all vocalists?
No.
Oh, dude, the Sahotas, man. We're talking 93. That's when Hus Ho Gaya came
Yeah,
out.
that's Sahotas too. But for me, I wasn't really like following them in '93 like I was.
I know that the Herbie Sahara, his last album, they did that Kawali song.
Which
with
one?
Him and his brother. I don't remember the name of the song, but it's. I still. Play
Yeah, I know
it.
which one you're talking about. Yeah, I don't remember the name, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he's got a.
He's underrated.
He's underrated.
If you're talking 91 to 94, there was this one guy who was middle-aged that saw a renaissance in his career with this album called Flashback, right? And then
Yeah.
Jawani Youth later and Kung Fu,
Yeah,
AS
yeah,
Gong,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yes, Gong.
There's a guy that needs,
legend.
when you talk about GOATs, you talk about like Shinda and Gully Marnik. I
legend
think Dunk
status.
should be considered one of those guys.
But the reason he's not is because he left.
He left what, the game?
He left not just the game, but he moved to like England, and then, you know, that whole thing. Then he had to reinvent himself, but not really there.
Yeah, but he has classic albums that came out of Punjab.
Bro, look right there.
Yeah,
Right.
That's a UK album.
That's a
So
UK album.
he-
That's one of his first ones
So
that's still.
he comes up with that one. He has a Dharmic album, and then he goes to India and drops Giddandi Rani and
Yeah.
which is arguably one of the greatest Punjabi songs ever made.
and the most sampled Punjabi song of all time.
Which is Tubbsy's brother, right?
Yeah.
Is it Tubbsy's brother?
Yeah.
yeah, the
His older
Dolki,
brother, yeah.
the funky drummer of Punjabi music.
Yeah.
And he releases Main Aashik Tera, Dunya Matlab Di.
Yeah.
Then
I don't think I've ever listened to a song that I didn't like.
Baikang.
Yeah.
And
There's a couple I don't like. but-
yeah, there's like ABC Kitte Gaya Si.
Yeah.
I've never heard.
Or Kukurukukuruku.
But that's the thing. I've never listened to those.
That's like, I love the song. I rate it really high, but I also put it in that category.
Yeah.
Malkeet's Life Boring.
Oh, I love that.
But it's such a-
Let's do it.
Boring.
Tere to, okay, boring. Life boring. Tere to bagar soniye.
There you go.
Boring.
Yeah.
Life.
And then even the music's boring. It's like, yeah, it's just so,
I love it, man.
Yeah.
That album means so much to me. Fast forward.
yeah, it's a hype album, man.
Yeah, Bulle Shah Jind Mahdi,
Yeah.
Han Di Kudi. There's this one lyric that always just hits me hard because it's an album from '89, and the lyrics are "Roop chalya na jaye mutyaran da." Those girls from that, unless they like transformed into Diane Lane, the roop is gone.
And mine for that is Gurdas Maan, when he talks about that.
Bachpan chala gaya, jawani chali gayi.
No, that's another one. What is it?
Mitti.
Mamla Gadbad Hai.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Jadon much kisse.
Yeah, that one.
Mute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a vibe, man. And, you know, he talks about that whole thing, and, you know, the girl sitting in front of the mirror and she starts combing her hair.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, yo, man.
Munda kudi tamare, right?
Yeah, man.
Aja Hussain diye sarkare, o kudi sandal jadon utare ta samjho.
That's the one, man.
Yeah.
And that Mamla Gadbad Hai, and then,
ਉਹ ਵੰਗਾਂ
Yeah,
ਦਾ ਤਮਾਸ਼ਾ ਵੀ ਅਜੀਬ ਜਿਹਾ ਤਮਾਸ਼ਾ ਹੈ
Yeah,
ਗੰਢੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਰੋਣਾ ਤੇ
those
ਸੁਹਾਗਣਾ ਦਾ
ones,
ਹਾਸਾ
man.
ਵੇ
and then not just that, but like, there's a few songs that he's done around that time. What's that other one, man? It's just totally slipping my head right now. It came out just around the same time as Mamla Gadbad Hai, Gurdas Maan.
so on that album
Yeah,
is
it's-
ਕੀ ਬਣੂ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦਾ
Not that
ਦਿਲ
one.
ਦਾ ਮਾਮਲਾ
Dil Da Mamla Hai.
Yeah.
That one. That song was dope too.
ਛੱਡੋ ਜੀ ਛੱਡੋ ਛੱਡੋ
Yeah. And the way
ਮਸਤੀ ਮਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਆ
the way he enunciates like the female singing or her actions, even when he dances on stage,
yeah
that's a vibe, man.
yeah
100%. That's
And he can do their like that. You can hear their, meaning the female that he's singing about when it comes to Giovanni or whatever. You can hear the nakra that comes with it in his voice because he does that.
and
it's
he'll
just-
even wear the chanjana too
Yeah, and but like that's where. Like,
that just speaks to the kind of vocalist he is and artist.
well,
he is.
I would say he's one of the OG performers. Performer being the key phrase that I'm putting him into. He's probably the original GOAT of performers in Punjabi music. I don't know if Diljit's that type of performer, not at all.
I don't think so.
But I think Diljit as an artist has gotten to that level.
Yep.
For sure.
before Gurdas Maan, were there any singers other than like female singers like Moni, right, Jagmohan Kaur, were there any singers that were actually dancing on stage?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so
That I-
Gurdas Maan kind of brought that to the game.
I think there might have been some that were like on the Sufi side of things who would do it, but I don't think they're ones that are in our recent recorded pop history culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I don't think Mastana, Ramta.
No,
Yamla
those
Jat,
even
Manik,
like
I don't think so.
Even you go to Asta Singh Mastana, Surinder Kaur times, and they were
they stood very still.
no, but
Yeah,
they
it's
sang.
such great songs.
But
I know.
but dude, they didn't move. But you could hear everything that they're singing about, the topics in their voice,
In their voice, yeah.
and that was just different.
Soul, baby.
Yeah, man.
It's called soul.
It is so. Yeah, Mastana's here, man.
Say that again, Pavan.
Soul, baby.
Very white baritone.
Barry White's back.
I think that's where we end the episode.
Yo, 3 brown dads and we keeping it real. With laughs and some lessons in the cultural field. Grab a chair, take a seat, let's break the seal. This is the podcast. You